bike last night because I'm me, and it was free. It was an unintentional ride. I was gonna get some pupusas, but after I went to the Dollar Tree, I just went to the Dollar Tree just to get some chips. They didn't have any Slamming Hot Cheetos, so I got some spicy nacho, Fieros, not sure. Fuego, Fuera. Didn't look at the name well enough, but I got a free GT T-Squetta? I don't know how to say it. T-Questa? T-Questa? T-E and then Questa, but one word. Been wanting one for a while. And it's splattered, so that's cool. Pretty good shape. I used the front wheel from my Diamondback BMX because the front wheel on it was flat. Well, the tube was bad. So easy fix. Just rode it. There's an iPad on the ground. Should I pick it up? Curious to see what condition it's in. I think the bike's in riding condition. Just need to fix the brakes and the rear gears and get a tube for the front tire. There's just the back. That is damaged. Maybe I can sell it. We'll see. Crap, wrong one. I hate having two buckles. There's one on my front and one on my side, and I always go for the big one, even though the little one is the one for my backpack. I want it to be the big one, you know. Alright, now I'm gonna go home because I'm super hungry. I haven't eaten in almost 6 hours. Had an unintentional vegan lunch. Purposely got vegan cheese. See if they had any at the grocery outlet by my house, and they did. It was good. Got the company's pepper jack flavor, and they had a bunch of vegan and vegetarian options, more than usual, and at better prices. So that was cool to see. I just rode there to test the bike out because it's the one by the post office I always go to. So depending on how much effort I put into ride, I don't have any, sorry. So I went there because one, it's easy to walk home from. I mean, walk home to if needed, or the Vallejo Transit Center is around the corner. I could have taken the bus to the bus stop around the corner from my house. So, all good in that area. up being alright. I made it home. I was gonna ride it on this ride, but I messed up the back brake and it was rubbing too much. I didn't want to deal with it. So I had to deflate the tire, take out the wheel, mess with the back brakes, and they didn't want to move. So I was going to use some WD-40 tomorrow, see if that does the trick. Very locked in. But one of the better free bikes I got. I had to tighten the bottom bracket, but that was not a problem since I knew where both my bottom bracket tools were, as well as both of my crank arm pullers, so that was easy. Last night was a wild time. I guess I hit when I was trying to turn my phone off when I was getting on the bus to the guy's house. I accidentally put my phone in SOS mode, so my mom, my dad, my sister, they all kept getting random text messages with my location until I turned it off. And I think 911 called me while my phone was off, and possibly my mom too. My mom was texting me and she went to the bus terminal frantically looking for me, but luckily it's only like 5 minutes away, 5 to 10 minutes depending on traffic, so that wasn't bad in this scenario. And then my sister called me when I was almost at a dude's house, worried. Then I had to figure out how to turn it off. It was easier than I anticipated. Just had to go to emergency after I went into settings, and it was pressed it, then it said turn off, and then it gave me a couple options. I just hadn't read it because I was trying to navigate to his house before my phone died on me. Since he wouldn't give me his, he lives in a gated community, so it's kind of awkward, and I had to call him when I was outside, but I lucked out and someone was coming in, and he just happened to be walking towards the gate. I was like, just walk to the big gate. He didn't want to walk because he's older. But if I would have taken the bus to the bus stop I initially was going to get off, or anywhere in between the stop I got off and that one, would have got there a little sooner. But the bus terminal's over here, but I decided to get off on another street because it was kind of close to my house, and I think I shaved like 10 to 15 minutes off my walk because it's like 35 from over here, and there was only one hill, so, or 2 hills, so it wasn't bad. In comparison, going this way, it's all uphill. So there's the little hill I go up sometimes. Alright, so I've been talking to myself for a couple minutes because it was on video. I was recording a few minutes ago, then all of a sudden I looked down because it started beeping, and it was on picture or some other setting, which is weird because I had looked down like 3 to 5 minutes before, and it was at like the 10-minute mark of that moment, so I don't know what's up with that. Not sure how it changed. I didn't press anything. That's weird. So now I get to see what was going on. But yeah, I took the bus and just walked for a few minutes instead of having to go this way. It was a lot easier. Just to summarize, I had no clue what I just said that recorded. Obviously I could check, but I'm almost home. I'm lazy. I'm like 7 minutes away from my house. Something like that, I don't know. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Depending on how much effort I put. I'm hoping I didn't lose my water bottle. I don't think I put it in the cage when I went to the Dollar Tree, but who knows with my memory. I did have it earlier when I went to grocery outlet, but I remembered to put it in my backpack. I'm fairly certain I was drinking out of it before I left the house, so that's where my uncertainty comes from, because I did have it on me, but I think I left it in my bedroom or the back room. Hopefully. It's a cool water bottle. I can use it has a speaker that goes on top, and I can also charge my phone on it if it's charged enough before leaving the house. I can use it to make calls, and speaker. It has a light. It has a bottom part that you can put some money in if you don't want to carry your wallet. Screws in, screws out. So that was stuck. So I lost it. I didn't buy it, but still, it was a perfect birthday present from my mom a few years ago. I think it was a crowdfunding operation. So she got a good deal for it when it came out, when it finally released. Ah. Oy vey. Want to race? I'm racing last year, man. I won. He's on the phone, so I said cheated. He's nice. He lives a few blocks away, on the other side of the park. The way I go sometimes when I cross, from side to side. Give it. Those dogs are funny. Sometimes they like to bark at me. What's up? Boy! Now he sees me. Somebody saw me the other day. Tried to say what's up, and he was talking to someone. It was awkward because the other guy saw me. And I don't really know him. Kind of. Alright, I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. I'm shaking. I need some, what's it called? Manscaped underwear. Chafing today. Alright. Luckily, I turned a 25-minute walk into like a 15 to 20 minute walking skateboard arrival. Since it's at the top of the hill, it lives in a very hilly area, so since I vaguely knew where he lived, I figured getting off the bus somewhere around there would be better than where I was gonna get off. But then I found out the stop I was initially thinking about is across the street from one of the entrances to his gated community. So that was silly. At least I know for any further future scenarios, whether it be him or someone else, I at least know now where two entrances are. I think there's a couple bus stops on the in-between. I just forgot because now it used to be one bus that went both ways, but now it's one route, but it's two buses. One goes counterclockwise and the other goes clockwise. So it's slightly different because they used to all be on the same route. Now it's, since they altered it, you have to pay attention to if you're going on 7A or 7B. I ended up going on both yesterday because I was gonna go take it over